really good.
When I first arrived here, I was completely spellbound. I stood there in awe and thought to myself, this is truly one of the most beautiful sights my eyes have ever beholden. But that wasn't the only surprise. To my amazement, 2 tourists from Norway were already here, eager to experience authentic Berber cooking. Meanwhile, Chef Makram promised to whip up a Tajine bunarin, a unique ancient Amazigh dish. On top of that, my friend Chef Aziz promised to cook his signature Jerbian rice. But how did this journey actually begin? It all started with a friend of mine from Zerba, the island of dreams. He is of Amazigh descent and currently lives in the Amazigh town of Zwara in Libya. He challenged me to visit a Berber village in Tunisia to film a traditional cooking experience. I started searching the internet and discovered breathtaking stone villages like Geradu, Takruna, and Zerba el Eliia. Since Zerba el Eliia was the closest to the capital, Tunis, I reached out to Chef Makram, who runs a traditional restaurant there. I pitched the idea, and he was absolutely thrilled to host us. Zerba el Eliia is a historic, abandoned Berber village nestled in the Zagwan Governorate, located about 60 kilometers south of Tunis. Perched on a rocky ridge roughly 400 meters above sea level, it sits dramatically between 2 mountains. Dating back to the ancient Berber era, the village is famous for its unique architecture made of local mountain stone, ancient archways, and the historic mosque of Sidi Abdel Kader. The inhabitants left the village in the 1960s to settle in the modern town at the foot of the hill, leaving behind a mesmerizing open-air museum that speaks volumes of the Amazigh heritage. The cooking experience for our Norwegian guests began, and the atmosphere was absolutely incredible. We made fresh, piping hot tabuna bread paired with spicy Tunisian salata mashwiya, grilled salad, and the staple of Amazigh cuisine, authentic steamed couscous.
Yes? Like this?
More? It takes some time to become good.
Very good. This is fun. More?
More. Add some more. That is enough. Now mix the oil well with the couscous.
Like this? Am I doing it right?
Yes, keep going. Now a little bit of water.
Like this? How much?
I will help you. Now mix again.
This is my very first time doing this.
Now we will put the couscous into the casques, the steamer basket. Then we place it over the pot to steam.
Do I place it on top of that pot?
You become a professional. No, not like that. With one hand. The grilled salad is ready now. More olive oil? Not too spicy.
We then moved outdoors where Chef Makram was getting ready to prepare the Tajine bunarin. The backdrop was simply magical. This specific dish is cooked over live charcoal with fire placed both underneath and directly on top of the clay lid, which is exactly why it's called bunarin, the one with two fires. The result was incredibly savory, a truly unmatched culinary experience.
The preparation method consists of making a meat broth. We use lamb and onions cooked on charcoal. Once the broth is ready, I set it aside and reduce the amount of charcoal in the kanun, a clay brazier, which I will use later.
To be honest, I'm not familiar with this dish. You're going to use breadcrumbs, stale old bread?
Yes, day-old bread, eggs, and cheeses. I reduce the charcoal to place it on top. This is why it is called Tajine bunarin, Tajine of two fires, fire from below and fire from above.
Ah, I get it now. Fire from below and fire from above. Are you going to add chickpeas?
Yes, the same amount of chickpeas as the day-old bread. Then I add the cheeses.
Salty cheese or regular cheese?
We can use all types of cheeses, depending on your preference. A little bit of turmeric, a little bit of parsley, and a splash of the broth to mix all the ingredients together.
Ah, now for the eggs.
How many eggs? 12 eggs or a few more, depending on the quantity.
Let me help you pour it over the broth.
We spread it evenly across the pot so it mixes perfectly with the broth. Then I cover it with aluminum foil. From ancient times, our ancestors have mastered this technique of fire from below and fire from above.
You place the embers on top.
Excellent.
And how long does it take to cook?
20 minutes or half an hour at most.
الصوص تو يا رمزي جيب لي الصوص يا رمزي
Now it was my friend Chef Aziz's turn to prepare the famous Jerbian rice with fresh seafood.
I have prepared the dill, parsley, onions, and garlic, all finely chopped. Over here, I have my seafood, cuttlefish, sobia. I also prepared the rice, washing it thoroughly. And here we have tomato paste, crushed red pepper, and traditional harissa arabi, along with salt and cumin.
It smelled heavenly, but honestly, there was absolutely no room left in my stomach. I was completely stuffed after devouring the couscous, the grilled salad, and the Tajine bunarin. Seeing this, Chef Aziz kindly packed my portion of the seafood Jerbian rice for layer, making it the perfect dinner. It was an extraordinary and unforgettable experience in Zerba Eliia. Later that night, I finally had the Jerbian rice for dinner, and it was delicious, the perfect end to an amazing day. I hope you enjoyed sharing this journey with me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more unique adventures and cultural experiences around the world. See you in the next episode.
ونخلوها 10 دقائق